Everybody, happy holidays, President's Day if you're watching this on Monday, and Valentine's Day. Um, I hope it. I know some people who like hate Valentine's Day, and some people who get a lot out of it. So I had a lot of fun with my family, and yeah. So that's oh yeah, and I've got my anniversary, my 14-year anniversary coming up on this week on the 18th, tomorrow, as of this recording. So, um, yeah, I hope things are going well for you guys. So, let me give some general thoughts about the Trifles Jury. I appreciated what Dakota had to say, especially up at the front of, this is a pretty difficult thing. Um, I appreciated how there was some good kind of seeing multiple sides of things. I'm really trying to like I understand what the designers of this assignment was going for, and I think this was a successful assignment overall because I see the decisions and the things people are making. Um, I appreciate the story, and I think there were some positive things. Um, that said, let me read you the the outcomes of this trial and see if you can predict what my concern is with this assignment. Group 1, unanimous, unethical. Group 2, unethical, with one dissenting opinion. Group 3, unanimous, unethical. Group 3.5, which was my bad, unethical, unanimous. So we had one dissenting opinion in the whole class, which I think is a sign that, and it well argued, by the way. Not going to name names, but Melissa, awesome work there. And I think it enriched. I noticed in group 1 that it was just kind of like, I mean, there were fewer people in the group, some people who didn't chime in, and then it was just kind of like, well, I saw what happened, and my initial gut reaction was like, should I cut them some slack? I feel like could have done a little bit more to like really dig into the thing, which is why I deducted some points. But like I sympathize wholeheartedly with the whole like we all think it's unethical. We all have the same things to say. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'll let you guys read in between. We'll let you guys read in between the lines on what I'm saying here. Okay. With that said, I haven't graded the ethical dilemma paper. Michaela, I'm not pointing yours out for a reason. You just come first. Because I've been kind of debating, like, how am I going to approach this? Because I feel like, for whatever reason, a lot of the ethical framework and other stuff, I feel like still wasn't really there. But as I said in another thing that I graded, I'm like, I feel like I've taken some points off for that. So here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to interpret ethical framework and ethical tests pretty liberally. I feel like if you don't make really intentional points in that direction, I'm not going to give full points on that part of the rubric, but will try my hardest to be completely. I feel like I've made my point. That said, though, fair warning, headed forwards, like, if there comes a time where I feel like there's another assignment where doing a really thorough reading of the assignments, the reading for the week would have led to more concrete implementation of the instructions. I feel like I will be less likely to cut slack, which is a really vague kind of a, is that a threat? Is that a, I don't know. Maybe take it how you will. I'm just gonna do my best with this. By nature, I tend to be more relaxed and chill on these, but I want to do justice to the instructions and such. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to comment on as far as like spiritual thoughts or other things. I had a cool lesson for my 4-year-olds yesterday that I quite appreciated. I thought it was a interesting thing. I had them make little, I did cutouts of little human figures and had them color it in, and we went along on the chalkboard. I drew a pathway depicting life, and ending kind of going uphill, which life often seems like it's headed uphill, with ending at heaven. And then as we're walking along this path, I drew a pit, that we fall in. And then had a little Christ figure come along and pull us out. And then we went along, and there was another pit that we fall down. And this time, Christ lowers down a ladder that we all have to climb out of. So the first pit, depicting physical death, and that Christ pulling us out is a free gift through the resurrection. The second pit being sin, and the ladder being the atonement. And it's something that we have to actually climb up. That without it, there's no way out. But with it, there's still a lot of work we need to do. So I wish you all luck as you recognize the ladder in front of you and try your best, and as we try our best to climb that ladder. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.